I completely and wholeheartedly embrace the name that I possess, that I have, my God-given name, the name that God has, blessed me with. And like I said, I introduce myself by my first and last name, well, last name if it's warranted, but more than anything, by my first name. And I say that with confidence and authority, simply because the fact of the matter is, I'm proud to be named the name that I have. In all honesty, I am grateful, and I wouldn't change that for any other name on this earth. In all honesty, by no means necessary would I trade the name that I have for any other name out there, in no way, shape, or form. And I'm saying this because, a lot of people tend to, whenever they interact with people, no matter the settings, especially when it comes to being out in the streets, they introduce themselves as their street name or a nickname, a name that, somebody else gave them, or, their childhood name that they family gave them, their parents gave them. And it's like, all right, well, does that really resonate with you? Does that really reflect who you truly are? And my take on it, in all honesty, whether, individuals love presenting themselves with the name that they present themselves with, my take on it is man, me going by those nicknames or street names that I used to go by, that was me, attempting to be someone that I wasn't, hiding behind a facade, portraying myself to be someone that I truly was not, as if I was going through an identity crisis. And now that I truly do know who I am, and I value the person that I am and who I'm growing to be, man, you can't get me to introduce myself as nothing outside of my first and last name. Simple as that. Because I am the one and only. The one and only. And I can guarantee you that. Simple as that. So, man, with that being said, just something, to think about. But also, when it comes to this portion right here is for, the younger generations that are growing up and getting into adulthood and stuff like that, having children and all of the above. Be mindful of the names that you choose to give your children, because they have to wear these names for the rest of their lives, and a lot of these names have meanings behind them, and they play a role whenever it comes to your life path, your destiny, and all of the above.